What's we got here? We got
Lips Like Sugar. The Bunnymen loom very large in my legend, and that was what was playing when my wife walked down the aisle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She said, "You choose whatever I walk down the aisle to." And I had two. There was a Beethoven. I think it's Beethoven or Mozart. It was one, but I found this brilliant piece of classical music that I love, and all that. And she said, "Surprise me." And I thought on the day, I thought Lips Like Sugar. And Ian, and this is name dropping. You should never name drop. So Paul McCartney told me that you should never name drop. But Ian McCulloch was at my wedding, and I remember turning around to look at her walking down the aisle, and I saw his big hair sort of when it came up, because it obviously moved him a little bit, and he stuck his head out and just put his hand on his heart and looked at me.
Did he know you were going to play?
No idea. Oh. It was one of our songs, one of our songs. You have songs,
of course,
and that was one of ours, and it was great. So the Bunnymen are a very big part of my life, and I love them dearly, and I love everything they've ever done. And Ocean Rain's one of the greatest albums of all time. But to encompass that whole thing, like we are doing here, like I encompassed the Beatles with "Please, Mr. Postman," the Bunnymen will be encompassed with "Lips Like Sugar."
Which is an amazing song, a very underrated song, because people dwell on their very earliest sort of stuff. What a cool song to walk down the aisle, especially when he's there.
I know. It's as I said that to you, I thought, did that really happen? Because I hear myself talking about it. Yeah, but quite amazing. Yeah, quite amazing to see his head pop out while my wife was walking down the aisle to marry me behind him. To his song. It was strange.
It is. Yeah. It's just. It's better than real life. Yeah, part of real life.
Well, because I played in his band when he did his first solo tour. I did his first solo gig with him. I played guitar for him. Yeah, in Liverpool at the Pan Am Club. Because I play on his album Slidling, I think it's called.
Slidling.
And we went through a bit of the set that we were going to do, and I was obviously quite nervous. We rehearsed for about 3 or 4 days and before we did it. And on the last day of rehearsal, the last rehearsal we did, we'd done all his solo records, all the stuff that we were supposed to be playing, and a few Bunnymen songs and a few Velvet Underground songs, and it was fine. It was all good. And then someone said, "Oh, you have a bit longer. You could put another song in there." And everybody was packing up, and he looked around the band and he went, "Oh, okay, we'll just do the Killing Moon." And everybody went, "Cool," and carried on packing up. And I went, whoa, hang on a minute. And we were going to finish with the Killing Moon. I went, I don't know it. You have to teach it me. He went, "Oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right." And I was like, okay. I don't know if I will be all right. I've got because and Will Sargent was in the crowd. Will Sargent was in the crowd staring at me, and nice. I was supposed to try and sort of, busk the Killing Moon and try. So
all you need is for this to actually be a nightmare is that you're in your pants.
Yeah, this is in my pants. So Pete Wilkinson, who I was talking about before, who was in Shack, he taught me it. He taught me the Killing Moon with the solo and everything. So, and I played it for the first time that night with Ian McCulloch on stage in front of Will Sargent, which was quite nerve-wracking. I had a few moments like that with him. He supported Coldplay, and I was in his band for that at the Wembley Arena.
Amazing, God!
And we came and we did it again. He said, "Just we'll just do a few Velvets song at the end, and we'll finish with." He threw another Velvets one, and he went, "And we'll finish with that." And I went, "I don't know that one." And he went, "Oh, you'll be all right." Same thing again. And he must just think I just make it up on the spot and it's all right. So Pete taught me that. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, nerve-wracking. Now
he knows. If he's listening to this, he knows that it's not quite...
It's not as easy as he thinks it is. But it would be easy for him.
What's we got here? We got very nice copy of Exile on Main Street, which is beautiful. Well, there's so much to choose from Exile on Main Street. What would...
It was. It's the first Stones album. Maybe not that I heard, but that got me into the Stones. I remember staying with a friend in Manchester when I was auditioning for drama school. I must have been about 17, and he was playing this, and it was the first time I'd heard a saxophone and thought, "Oh, actually, that's quite cool." I think it was the solo in "Rocks Off" or something. But the first two songs, I remember he put them on "Rocks Off" and "Rip This Joint," and it blew my mind. One of those moments when you kind of think, "Oh, great! I've got the whole of the Rolling Stones back catalogue stretching out in front of me because I now get it. I think they're great." Because up until then, it had always been, "Do you like the Stones or the Beatles?" And I'd always gone, "I like the Beatles, obviously." But the Stones, you know, rock and roll, and yeah, Exile on Main Street, and they re-released it recently, remastered, which got me through the filming of Mad Dogs last year. I listened to.
Is that all you
else.
listen to?
Yeah, it's incredible. Like the Beatles ones, which were the greatest single moment in the history of music. I think the release of the Beatles remastered mono and all that. It was the same with this. It was like pulling off a film over a picture that you've known for years.
Yeah.
And suddenly seeing like a bicycle in the background that you didn't know was there. that happens with the Beatles ones, and it happens with Exile on Main Street, and it's a long double album, so it was a lot of time spent listening to it.
Strikes me as your sort of colleagues who appeared with you on Mad Dogs, it strikes me as all kind of probably big music fans.
Yeah.
What were your sort of... were there any particular artists or records that you bonded over while you were making it?
I would sort of give Mark Warren a few, sort of, he'd say what you're listening to now. Because the brilliant new album that I've just got into is My Morning Jacket, their new album, Circuital. Great album.
Word.
Isn't it great?
Holding On to Black Metal.
Great.
That is a...
Great
that might be my track of the year.
Yeah, so far it might be. It's brilliant.
Wow.
And I got him into that. But
do we got time for one more? Where should we go from here?
I love Bob Dylan, so there's nothing to say. He's a genius, and he's great.
Rainy Day Women.
Yeah.
I always get the numbers wrong here. Rainy Day Women, was it number
1
20?
and 2 or 27 and something?
They're less memorable numbers than that.
But it's a philosophy for my life. The lyrics to this song, you know, put it on my gravestone.
What? On that bombshell.
Yeah, on that bombshell. Yeah.
Johnson, thank you. It's fantastic, excellent company, and just a joy. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. It's been great. Thank you.